me, Jesus. I don't mind. Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
Lay your hands on me, Jesus.
I don't mind.
All right, Joshua, the first chapter, no music, but Jesus is a way. Oh, Jesus is a way. Oh, Jesus is a way. Oh, one day he made a way for me. Joshua, the first chapter, I promise you I got about 20 minutes and I'm done. It says, now after the death of Moses, or Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came past that the Lord spoke to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. It says, now therefore go over this Jordan, thou and all thy people, and to the land which I give to them, even to the children of Israel. And it says, every place of that the sole of your feet shall tread, I have given unto you, as I said unto Moses. Tell your neighbor, say, he was with Moses.
He was with Moses.
And he is with me too.
And he is with me too.
All right. I want to talk today from the thought, kill it because it's killing you. Tell your neighbor, say, kill it.
Kill it.
Because it's killing you.
Because it's killing you.
All right, it'll make sense in just a minute. Father, I thank you for your presence. Thank you for your power. I ask you to stand up in me, God. Whatever people are feeling today, it does not supersede your word. Use me like never before. And we'll praise you forever in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all be seated in the presence of the Lord. I want to move in to be to a minimum because I got something to say today. And we're going to do it in a short time so y'all can hurry up and get to a restaurant and wait. It's imperative that we understand that when it's time to get rid of something. My mom is a hoarder. I pray she's not watching today, but my mother is a hoarder. She collects stuff. My mama will go to a store, Cassie, and not need what she purchases, but she will buy it because she wants it, and then she'll put it in a place in the house and forget that she has it. And so as a result, she has a lot of stuff that she does not need. And many of us are in this place in life, whether it be materialistic things or things, mother work. You don't have that problem because you throw everything in the trash. But many of us are in this place where we have unnecessary stuff that we do not need. I want to tell you a story that I was able to witness, and this is many of our lives. We can learn a lot from animals. And what we will understand is if we follow the lead of others, we will not have to live through it. Somebody said, what is he talking about? Well, there is a mother gorilla, and she has her first child. She's very excited about her first child, and they are doing a documentary. How do you say the word? They following the gorilla. And while they're following the gorilla, Alicia, what happens is the mother is excited that she has her first baby. She makes all these preparations. They can tell by her energy that she is excited to have her first baby. And so she has the baby without complications, and she has the baby, and the two of them are like two peas in a pod. They're like Celie and Nettie on The Color Purple. Me and you, us never part. Nazi Dama, ain't no river, ain't no sea. Keep my baby away from me. This mother gorilla is excited that she has had her first child, and so the child grows in strength. The child is always under his mother, and the mother is excited about it because the mother has her first child. And this is an actual story. What happens is that one day, you all know all of the animals use the same lake or river or stream to drink from. And one day, this mother gorilla went down to the stream to drink, and her baby was in front of her. Her baby was with her because everybody, they know it's a danger because the antelope and the deer and everybody used the same water to drink from. And so she goes down knowing the risk of drinking. And while she is drinking, an alligator, crocodile, don't know the difference, jumped out and grabbed her baby. Now what happens is that the mother gorilla went into the maternal instincts as only Cassie can when she feel like Carter is not around or something like that, and she'd be like, oh my God, where's Carter? And we'd be like, he's over there on the drums. But the maternal instinct goes into effect because what she gave life to is in danger. And so now the alligator has the child in his mouth, and the alligator does this movement where it turns over to devour it, but the mother was not going to have it. The mother grabbed the crocodile by the tail, and before he could get under the water, she grabbed him and she began to beat him until she began to pry his mouth open until he let her baby go. But the problem is, y'all, the baby died, and the mother was grief-stricken. And I know today it's not about mothers, but you got to hear the premise of this story. The baby died, but what happens is, Mother Laura, Prophetess Laura, instead of the mother getting rid of the baby because he is no longer alive, the mother begins to carry the child just like as if the child was not dead. The child is decomposing, and the child now has been in a place for a while, and so now there are maggots and there are lice and there are all of the things that happens when something that's living is no longer alive, but the mother is carrying something dead as if it was alive. The mother is carrying something that was dead as if it has function and mobility and everything like that. And so now the mother is carrying this thing, but it is dead. The mother is still nurturing the thing that is still dead. The mother is still acting like the child is still alive, but the child is dead. And so what happens is her friends, now they're videotaping this, and I could not believe what I was watching, Tatiana, because they are videotaping this. They are watching this, and so now the other gorillas, they had a funeral of sorts, and the mother gorilla will let them go through all of the movements of what they perceived to be a funeral, but she would not let the baby go. And so the mother gorilla would not let the baby go. And so now, because one of the older gorillas was trying to show her that the baby was dead, she became aggressive towards that gorilla, and they got into a fight because the older gorilla was trying to show her that your baby is dead, and that is not the end. And we know you love this baby, but mating season is coming around again, and you'll be able to have another baby. But she did not want to let that baby go, and so now she isolates herself from the rest of the gorillas because she is nursing something that is dead. And so now what happens is there is a problem that comes into this because the people who are videotaping it and didn't want to get involved in it, but now the baby Cassie is dying and is decomposing, and you can't even recognize it no more. And so the maggots and the lice and all the stuff that was on the baby has now got on the mother, and now it's killing her because she's trying to hold on to something that is dead. It's now attached itself to them, and now they say we got to get involved. If we don't, this lady and this mother gorilla is going to die because she is holding on to something that is dead. And y'all looking at me crazy, and y'all looking at me like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But how many of us in our lives know something is dead but still nurture it as if it is alive? Now what happens now, so you know the end of the story, what happens now is that the mother gorilla held on to the baby so long until it was impossible to save her life, and so she eventually died heartbroken. I want you to look at it. It's on YouTube. I had to find it for you, but I just happened to come across the video, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And so what happens now is she held on to the dead thing so long till it eventually killed her. She held on to the thing so long till it eventually caused her to die. And so she died heartbroken, not understanding that there was another day, there was another chapter, there was another page, there was an author that can write another whole chapter in the book. And so she held on to something that was dead. And so you said, what's your point today, Marshall? It's Father's Day. I don't have a Father's Day message. My point today is, how long are you going to hold on to things that you know are dead? Ask your neighbor, say, how long are you going to hold on to things that you know are dead. Now here we are. We are in the book of Joshua. The Bible says it just like this. I'll excite you in a minute, but let me get you to think. We're in the book of Joshua, and what we will understand is Joshua is the minister to Moses, and Joshua is the assistant. Joshua, in retrospect, is the do boy. Joshua, in retrospect, is the he's going to be the successor of Moses. But while he's serving Moses, he just gets the peppermints, and he just gets the rolls out the back, and he just does all of this stuff. And so now Moses is dead, and Moses now is gone away, and Moses now is in this place where God didn't even allow the children of Israel to see Moses taken away. I know what y'all saw on the Ten Commandments movie, but that's not how that happened. God had a conversation with Moses, and he told Moses, he said, you'll never make it to the promised land because I told you to speak to the rock, and you hit it out of frustration. And it's a sad thing. I'm talking to my people, talking to myself. It will be a sad thing for me to get y'all into the promised land, and I miss it because of frustration and aggravation and all that other stuff. And so the Bible says God comes to Joshua, and he tells him, he says, Moses, my servant, is dead. And he says, I'm only going to give you a little bit of time to grieve over Moses. And now I need you to get up and move to this next place. And it would seem like God is just being a little inconsiderate because Moses and Joshua were friends. Moses and Joshua were homeboys. When you got a homeboy, you got a homegirl, and it's authentic, friendship begins. You begin to come unravel into your friends. I got friends that call me and play on my phone and try to disguise their voice, but the mere fact, the longer they talking, I'll say, Dominique, shut up. I know it's you because I know your voice. You don't have to identify yourself, but because we are friends, I know your voice. And the longer we are friends, the longer covenant is established. So I know your children, I know your uncle. I came to your daddy's funeral, I came to your mama's funeral. I know your Aunt Bertha can make good potato salad because we are friends. And the longer you're friends with somebody, you either figure out they have your back or they're fake. But either way, the longer you're friends, something is revealed. And so now Moses is dead and Joshua is by himself. And the Bible says it just like this. God says, I'm only going to give you a little bit of time. I got you to grieve over this thing. He says, because I need you to get up and go to Jordan. Now, Jordan is the place, the promised land. Jordan is the place where it flows with milk and honey. I would hate for Carter to go to this place. But Jordan is the place where the grapes fall out their hand. And he says, I need you to get from this place of grief, crying over something that is dead, because what is better is tomorrow. He says you're crying and you're in this stagnant place and you're in this holding place. So let me break it all the way down to the lowest common denominator. You're still crying about a female that wasn't even faithful to you to start with. You're still crying over a dude that you was carrying the relationship. You're still crying over friendships where they ain't never had no money. Think about it. Every time you sit down at the table, you was always pulling out your wallet. And instead of getting excited about tomorrow, you're crying over yesterday. But the Bible says better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And so I might have had a rocky start, but I might have a hell of a finish. I'm glad now that the thing that's dead died, and I was able to move on from it. So I refuse to allow a dead thing. So this is the part that I did not know. We have a medical doctor in the building, so he can correct me. But they say the longer you hold on to unforgiveness can fester into cancer, and unforgiveness can fester to problems in your body. It's all good. Can fester into problems in your body. And so what's happening now is, Beatrice, we are holding on to stuff that is killing us. We're holding on to people that is killing us. We're holding on to relationships that's killing us. And it's the uncertainty that we're afraid of. But I'd rather take my chances over there than to die here. I know y'all don't like this, but tell your neighbor, say, I'd rather take my chances over there than to die here. Here it is now. Bible says it just like this. There's a lady in African American history. Her name is Harriet Tubman, and we call her the Black Moses. And what Harriet Tubman does is Harriet Tubman or the Black Moses has a taste of freedom. It's like you discovered this product. I went to Sam, I went to Costco, and I tasted something, and it's so delectable and it's so good, and I want everybody to have it. And I keep telling you, you got to try these nachos. And you're like, I don't really mess with nachos like that. But I'm telling you, these are the gospel truth. And so I keep trying to tell you to try the nachos, but Cassie being stubborn, and Mother Beverly being stubborn, and Prophetess Laura being stubborn. But I'm trying to tell you that these nachos is the truth. I'm trying to tell you that they taste good. I'm trying to tell you that you can't just eat one. And so now you take your time to eat the nachos, and when you finally eat the nachos, you're like, oh my God, this is so good. But I was trying to tell you a little while ago, eat the nachos and they're going to bless your life. But nobody is able to get revelation until they're ready. All right. So now, I don't have it in me to go through all these changes. I got my own emotional stuff going on. And so the Bible says that, history says Harriet Tubman had been to the north. Now in the south, I had to be scared of Mr. I know you half white, but I had to be scared of the white people. And in the south, I had to hold my head down. In the south, when the white man came around, I had to say, yes, master, yes, sir, and all this other stuff, and spit in your water when you were not around. But the north, I'm trying to get you to the north, because the north is full of freedom. The north is full of joy. The north is full of nobody gonna hit me. The north, I can walk around as a free man, but somebody feels like slavery is better than the north. You remember when the children of Israel, when they came out of Egypt, the Bible says when they came out of Egypt, and they got in the wilderness because they were unsure, they said we could have died in Egypt.
Right.
We could have died in Egypt, because at least I knew Master was going to only hit me when he got mad. At least I knew I was going to have water seeping out my hand. At least I knew I was going to have oatmeal without the sugar. Y'all grandmamas play too much, but at least I knew I was going to have oatmeal without the sugar. And so now, Mother, I'm moving to a place of uncertainty. I'm moving to a place where I'm not in control. I'm moving to a place where I don't call the shots. And I would rather be in a place where I'm comfortable than in a place that's going to change my life.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the Bible says, Joshua is singing Mary J. Blige on his iPod, and he's singing Time on My Hands Since You've Been Away. I miss you. He was saying, every step I take, every move I make, I'll be missing. He got Puff Daddy on repeat because his friend is dead. He got all the friends. I hope you dance. He has all of that on repeat, and then God appears to him and says, now I need you to get over yourself. I need you to get over the fact that your friend is dead. And I need you to understand that better is around the corner. I need you to understand that if you don't get rid of this dead thing is going to kill you. And so now the Bible says, he says, grieve for a couple of days, but get up and go to Jordan. And so Harriet Tubman had to have a shotgun because somebody wanted to turn back. Somebody wanted to go back. Somebody wanted to die in slavery. But she said, let's just try it. You ever told a child to taste green beans or cabbage? My children in my class said, I don't eat that. And I said, just try it. And when they try it, they realize they like it. And so the only thing Harriet Tubman was trying to get them to do was to try it. And so she had a shotgun. She said, if you go back, I'm going to kill you. And so I have no choice but to go forward, because if I go back, I can be killed by them. And if I go back, I'll be killed by myself. So I'm going forward. Bible says it just like this, and I'm done. The Bible says, now he tells Moses, he tells Joshua, he said, Moses, my servant is dead. I need you to get up. I need you to do something. I need you to do something. Not your pastor, not your mama, not nobody else. I need you to do something, because the Bible says in the book of James, faith without works is dead. He says, you get up and go to the Jordan and take the people with you. He said, because there is a land over there flowing with milk and honey. There is a land over there that I've given you. He said, and the only thing I need you to do is get there. He said, in every place the sole of your feet touch or trouts, I'm going to give it to you. You cannot get to this place if you're in this place holding on to what day relationship is dead, you ought to stop giving him the benefit. You ought to shut that door. Block him in your phone. Block him on Facebook. Because the longer he is getting the benefits, your man ain't going to share you with nobody else. You got to understand, that's dead. It's time to move on.
Yes. All right.
All right. So the Bible says this is layered, because this is what he tells them. He says, and every place that the sole of your feet tramples, I'm going to give it to you. Problem here, Cedric, is I can never trample on a place that I'm not there. It would be impossible for me to trample on these floors over here if I'm at my house or I'm on Pat Meal or whatever. Y'all don't live on Pat Meal. Congratulations, huh? It will be impossible for me to every place the foot of my soul. It will be impossible for me to trample at Beatrice's house or Mother Laura's house if I'm here. And so what he's telling you is, in order to get it, you got to go to it. In order to get it, you got to walk in it. You got to believe that you can have it. The problem is we're praying for something, but we won't get up and get it. Well, that ain't true. I want a new car. Have you applied? I want a new man. Have you done anything to get you one? I want joy. Have you put off negativity? And so what he says, in order to get it, you got to try to go after it. And so now he says, this is our end. He says it just like this. He says, I need you to get up and stop crying over the dead thing. He said, because the dead thing is going to eventually kill you. So I went to a funeral about 5 or 6 years ago. No, it was about 7 or 8 years ago. It was my co-pastor back home. And her husband, they had been together, I think, for 47 years. And she died unexpectedly. And I could tell the way he was looking at the casket that it wouldn't be long for him, because he wasn't paying attention to anything in the room. He wasn't paying attention to what was being said about her. He sat right on the front row in a very large church, and he just stared in the casket. Not even 7 days later, he was dead. You know why? Because he had nothing else to live for. And some of us are not physically dead, but some of us are staring at dead things, and we can't see anything else because we feel like our whole life is gone. But I'm glad the Bible says he is author and finisher of our faith. I ain't even trying to impress nobody or prove nothing, but I know I'm talking good. The Bible says he is author and finisher of our faith. Classy, because he is author, write a book. Because he is author and finisher of our faith. Mother Lord, that means he can write another chapter in my book. I know it says the end, but because he is the author, he can write another chapter. And because he is the author, he can add another storyline. And so when everything is over, the story can begin again. The dead ape. Somebody said you talked about the ape in the middle, in the beginning. What does the ape have to do with anything? I'm glad you asked. The ape died. Now understanding mating season was coming around again. And so I'll hold you in my memory, but I'm not going to die over you. You got to understand, not only am I an overcomer, a survivor, I'm an overcomer. I survived what should have killed me. I didn't think I was going to make it out the relationship. But tell your neighbor, say, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. You got to look at me now. I thought I was going to mock because they don't like what I'm saying. But I feel like preaching, and that it is what it is. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die after that friendship. But the reason I let your roll you stealing, always following behind go, because I need friends in my life that's going to pay for me sometime.
You preaching, Marshall.
So the Bible says, he says, get up, grieve for a minute. Think about it. That last boyfriend, you loved him. Last girl, you loved her. Last job, you loved it. The last day on that job, you cried and you were dramatic. But when you look back, and I'm done, when you look back, you thank God that you didn't just stay on that job. You loved your husband and you had this idea that y'all was going to die together. But the mere fact that you look back, just sitting in the chair, you begin to put your hand up and say, God, I thank you that it happened the way that it happened. And if you don't get nothing from what I'm saying today, you want to thank God it happened the way that it happened, because now you're better because of what happened. You're stronger because of what happened. And instead of nursing the dead thing that was going to kill it, you bury buried it and lived another day. So here it is. Thank you, Mother Word. Here it is. You are in this place where you couldn't hold the dead ape, and the things on the baby dead ape jumps off on you, and so now you're grief-stricken. And now you're sad, and now you're mad, and now you're always blaming the world. I'm at a point in my life, I'm sick of negativity. And I'm sick of people always with foolishness. And I'm sick of all of this other stuff. I only want to be around people who is excited about tomorrow. I can't sing the song that Annie said tomorrow. Tomorrow is only a day away. You want the Bible? The Bible says, forgetting those things that are in my past, and I press towards the mark of the high calling, which is in Christ Jesus. The Bible says that also, he said, not that I have apprehended this thing yet, but I'm going to live till tomorrow. It says the weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And so only thing I got to do is live till in the morning. And the morning produces a new day. So you got two questions. I got two questions for you. Are you going to hold the dead thing, have a funeral for it, and live till tomorrow? Now, somebody said you never lost a baby. My sister lost her baby, Jennifer. Every year on the anniversary, she puts it on Facebook. I lost my baby, and I'm sad for her. But, and it's not my baby, so I would never be unsympathetic. Oh, I said the word right. I would never be unsympathetic. I only had one time. I would not feel sorry for her that she lost her baby, but Jen's still 33 years old. So Jennifer's still 32 years old, so Jen can still have a man and have another baby. Right. And so the problem is Jennifer can grieve over the baby she lost, Josiah, or whatever his name was going to be, or Jen can live her life. I hope she's not watching it, and I told y'all business, but she put it on Facebook, and then that becomes public domain. Or Jennifer can live her life and get a husband and have another baby, and I can share pictures on my Facebook that said the first one died, but this one lived. And so many of us, and that's all I'm going to say, you can play softly, Dominic, for me. Many of us are in this place that we are crying about what died and what left, and not celebrating what lived.
Amen. All right.
I went through a divorce, and so I'm not the same, but you ought to thank God for the divorce, because you was going to kill her, and she was going to kill you. Your husband was cheating on you the whole time. And so you crying over the fact that you're single now, but I'd rather be single than to be in a relationship and I don't know I'm in an open relationship. Listen, I'm in a point in my life, and because I got the microphone and I'm the pastor, I'm about to tell you, I'm in a point in my life, I'd rather eat by myself. I'd rather eat by myself. I'd rather go out and take my own self out to dinner. I'd rather play with myself than to be connected with somebody that's dead, that's draining my life. I'd rather go to the mall by myself. Some of us got a problem with going to Cheesecake Factory. I can never eat by myself. I'd rather go to Cheesecake Factory and set a table for one than to be connected with somebody that's killing me.
Yes, Lord.
You got some people in your life, and I'm done. Y'all looking at me crazy, but I preach. Some people say, I love you. You can't love me because of how you treat me. Because the Bible says a friend loveth at all times. I said this again. I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. Mother Word got my back. Right. So if I told Mother Word right now I needed $50, if she got it, the check is, she still write checks in 2017. But the check is mine. Because we got each other's back. But it's reciprocal. Because Mother Word ain't gonna never ask you for nothing. And we know we got a husband and we thank God for you. But if Mother Word said, I don't got no money, son, I'm already trying to figure it out. Because we have it in everybody, each other's back. You ought to get tired of people in your life that only call you when they need something. You ought to get tired. I'm talking about cousins. I'm talking about family members. You ought to get your phone don't ring until they need something. But can you just send me? Sometimes you send me a text message and it means something to me. You'll send me a text message. You say I love you, Pastor. And you don't know what I'm feeling in that moment. It means our relationship is reciprocal. I tell Dominique I couldn't do this without you because we have a reciprocal relationship. But here we are. We rather carry around dead stuff. You know how you carry around dead stuff? Because you will be in a new relationship responding how you would to the old person.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Okay. You get to the table. You never met this person before. Y'all say y'all gonna eat how you say it. Well, you buy your food and I buy my food. Dutch. Well, I'm English. But you say we gonna go Dutch. But Cassie, the whole conversation is about my ex. What my ex did to me. How my ex did me wrong. I don't want to hear that, Marcus. I don't want to hear that foolishness. Hey, young lady, what's your name? How you doing? Where you from? What you like? Because I'm never gonna date your ex. I'm gonna date you. So I need to know what you like. I need to know what you enjoy. I need to know what makes you happy. Somebody said that I don't get it. Let me tell you something. Some of us are holding dead things. And the dead things are killing us. Yes. Your ex has moved on. Your friend who stole your money has moved on. Your family member who raped you has moved on. And so you're still holding on to what's dead instead of saying, I'm going to bury it and I'm going to live another day. This is the Bible, Mr. Henry. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The Bible says every dead thing should be buried. If it's dead, bury it. Have a funeral for it. Because the Bible says, forgetting those things that are in my past, and I press. If I press Cassie's brother, I don't know what tomorrow is going to hold for me, but I know the lesson in yesterday is going to be able to help me for tomorrow. Tatiana, I'm at a point, some people ain't going to be able to hurt me like they did before in my past. Novia, because I'm not that stupid and I'm not that naive. You will think that we that close, but we not really that close, because I ain't going to let nobody hurt me, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. But guess what? That's dead in my life. And so I'm moving on to another chapter in my life. And you'll say that's the end. No, it's not the end. It's your beginning. Y'all ain't gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it because I'm the pastor. Mother Word, 56 years old. Mr. Curry, 69 years old. I'm just playing. He like, well, I gotta be oldest though.
Yeah, he's the youngest.
Yeah, I already know that. Thank you. Mother Word, 56. Mr. Henry, 71. And here go. Mother Word came to this church and said to me, she said, God said, I'm gonna find my husband here. I said, that's what's up. 4 years went by, Mother Word still coming to church, and she's like, I'm good, I'm happy, or whatever. This man presents himself, and she was like, I don't know if I want to be bothered. And I reminded her of the promises of God. You said with that red dress on at Pastor Pierre's church that you was going to find your husband here. Now, we the young people around here looking at them crazy when they get to kissing and stuff. We were like, now that's nasty. We were like, the blood of Jesus. And he don't mind kissing her at any time, at any place. He would stand up for her. He'd be like, this is my woman and all this foolishness. That's nasty indeed. The blood of Jesus. In the name of the Lord. Here you go. All of us in this room, most of us in the room, came to a wedding where she was absolutely stunning. Came to a wedding where he cried the whole ceremony. Because you know what he said? He said, I know I went through casualties in my life, but my life ain't over. You got to understand, as long as you have life, you have hope. The person who commits suicide only commits suicide because there is no hope. You got to separate yourself. And I don't mean to be redundant, but I'm talking to somebody. I'm so over talking about what God gonna bless you with and God gonna give you. Because in that text, the text says if you leave the dead thing, he said tomorrow is going to be better for you. I wish I could sing it like Annie. She was like, tomorrow is just a day away. And I watched the ceremony, how they made each other smile. And he mounted to her, you mine, all mine. You understand what I'm saying? This is after this man went through all kind of life challenges and went through hell and high water. But that wedding day, he was able to smile because he was saying some stuff in my life had to die. And I don't even like the way that it happened, but I'm grateful it happened the way that it happened. Some of y'all still feel bad, Cassie. Other of us, I did it before. We said if I could just get my clothes out of this house, you can have everything. Right. Matter of fact, you can have the clothes. I'm willing to start fresh. I just want to get away from you. Right. So we left everything to start fresh. And so Pastor Dennis, will cry about what we lost, but we don't understand what we're about to gain. Right. Because I left the dead thing behind, and I'm willing to live. Let's not have your funeral. I'm not talking about a real funeral, but let's not have your spiritual funeral like so grief-stricken that she died, not understanding that tomorrow was coming. Don't die in a job being a slave to a boss that doesn't respect you, because they won't give you no off days. When you requested and you faithful to a job, you gotta take the risk and applying for another one, believing that God ain't gonna let you fail. I got a question. Have you failed to this point? I got another question. Has he ever let you down? I'm trying to remember this and I'm done. And I'm gonna pray a corporate prayer, because I don't know what you can pray or what you can say to make people. Leaving a dead thing behind is a decision. My cousin, my mama's oldest sister, she died of cancer. We went to the funeral. I sat all the way in the back because I can't take stuff like that. I don't like funerals. I don't. I preach them, but I don't like them. All my cousins, I got 4 cousins. It's Cornbread, it's Carlita. Don't talk about my family. It's Peaches, and it's Felicia. Okay? That's a different era. They put the thing over my aunt. I was sitting on the back. I saw my mama shaking and hyperventilating. I saw my grandma pass out and all that. I can't take stuff like that. So I was sitting all the way in the back, and this was a big old church. And the undertaker backed up, and all of my cousins shut it. My cousin Calvin, he opened it back up. The rest of them got back together, and they shut it. Undertaker came and locked it. Calvin passed out on the floor, and my daddy, or one of them big men in my family, because I wasn't able to participate, because like I said, I was in the back. They came and they dragged Calvin away, and you could hear the scream and the piercing of the sanctuary. And I saw my cousins passing out and all that other stuff, and I got my stuff, and I went and got in my car, because I can't take it. Before I walked out the door, I saw the pain of my cousins shut the casket on their mom. Shut the casket. And then my other cousin came in with this "We Should Wear a Crown," and they did this big old production, put the crown on top of the casket. I had to be out. Them shutting the casket said to Calvin, it'll never be opened again. Them shutting the casket, I don't care about you shouting and all this other stuff, I want to get you to think. Them shutting the casket, Calvin can only refer back to the pictures and all that other stuff, because the undertaker ain't gonna open that casket no more. And it may be difficult for you to shut the casket on that thing, but you got to understand that if you shut the casket, the memories of this thing is going to ensure that it never dies in my life. I'm not no fool. I'm never going to relive this, because I remember the pain of shutting the casket. Tomorrow, make a decision. Shut the casket on the friendship. You know it's not mutual. You know it's not reciprocal. Shut the casket on who hurt you. Shut the casket on who raped you. Shut the casket on who lied to you and stole to you. And I guarantee you that you'll have another story. Another end. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Father, we thank you that we shut the casket. We had a funeral for what is dead. It's Father's Day. I don't understand how this can be the message. We celebrate Dad, but we celebrate the fact that, God, I need to be healed from stuff that still plagues my life. I need to be healed from the fact that my father dropped me when I was a child, and my mother didn't provide for me like she ought to, and I was molested and nobody took up for me. And so today I shut the casket on that. I will not be tortured by him. I forgive my ex-husband. I forgive my ex-wife. I forgive my old pastor. I forgive the person that did me wrong in the name of the Lord Jesus. I forgive my children for not doing what I wanted them to do, or my expectation today. God, I'm free as a bird, free to smile and free to laugh. God, I will not hold on to unforgiveness so much so to cancer and all kind of infections get in my body and I die prematurely. I shall live to declare the works of the Lord. I shall live and not die. Father, I thank you, oh God, that you're healing every area in my life. Father, sometimes I just cry spontaneously. Sometimes I cry to God because people offended me, and I feel like you did not take up for me and you did not vindicate me. But today, God, I let it go in the name of the Lord Jesus. Father, I thank you that you're healing my heart. I thank you that my ex won't get the response that they once got from me. God, I thank you that my baby daddy won't get, my baby mama won't get the response that what she once got out of me. I thank you that I'm healed from those things. I thank you, oh God, that you are doing something pressure in my life. In the name of the Lord Jesus. I want you to do me a favor. Somebody